Let's go ahead and get grading then, right?
Yep, great. We're having a great day here at the Rosen College.
Hey everyone, my name is Christopher and welcome back to the Bite Nights. In each episode, we teach you cooking skills that you could use in college and for the rest of your life. Today we have a special episode with our guest chef, Rob, from the Rosen College of Hospitality Management. Chef, what are we making today?
Hey Chris, we are making potato latkes. We have Hanukkah at this time of year, and Hanukkah is a festival festival of lights, and the lights were lit with oil. So we want to eat food that has been in oil. So we eat latkes, we eat donuts, fried fish. It's called the 8 days of Hanukkah and the 8 pounds of Hanukkah that we put on.
I'm excited to get started and to try these latkes out.
Then let's get started. So,
Perfect.
In order to make latkes, now I'm making a little healthier version of latkes. I'm all about healthy eating and healthy cooking, so I've changed a few of the traditional ingredients. So we're going to do a potato and zucchini latke.
Cool.
So we're going to be replacing half the potatoes with zucchini. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's really very simple. Egg, onion, a little bit of flour, salt and pepper, and oil to cook in, and that's it. So it's inexpensive, it's yummy, and then we have some garnishes for later on of how people eat it. So let's start. Let's do the zucchini first. As in the recipe, it does talk about the zucchini. So you're going to cut off the 2 ends.
All right, awesome. Got mine prepped already.
You need a colander and a bowl, and I'll use a box grater. This is a nice inexpensive tool that you can have in the dorm or at home, and all we need to do is just use the large side grater and just grate the heck out of it. It's good exercise for your arm, and we're going to do the same exact thing with the potatoes, and then we'll do the onion. Lots of grating. Kind of like my personality sometimes. That's what my students tell me. I try to be a nice guy.
Oh, for sure.
So I have a colander full of zucchini, and I just need to get the water out of it. So I'm just stick my hand in here and press. They can see here as I squeeze from my hands how much is coming off. And I'm pushing the stuff I already squeezed to the side. But we want the water out because we're going to fry these in oil, and all that water is going to make the oil splatter and spit, and we'd have to cook it off because in order for things to get crisp, that means the absence of moisture. So we need to get rid of that.
That makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and squeeze this out.
So I'm going to put the zucchini in another bowl. You can see how much liquid came out of one zucchini.
Awesome. All right, got my zucchini all drained.
Okay, so we'll peel. We're going to do a potato. I got a pound of potatoes. I already peeled 3 of them. Now you want to use a potato that does have somewhat of a starch content. So you either want to use a russet, which are those baking potatoes, the big brown ones that you use to make baked potatoes from Idaho or from Washington. But you don't want to use what we call waxy potatoes, which are like the red skins. Those don't have as much starch, and they won't hold together. They won't work as well. So we want to use a nice starchy potato. Okay. So there we go. And when we're done with that, we're going to do the same thing that we did with our zucchini.
Let's go ahead and get grading then, right?
Yep, great. We're having a great day here at the Rosen College. And I hope everybody out there is having a great day too.
So Chef Rob, what are some of the ways that some of your favorite holiday traditions for this time of year with your family?
People just get together. There's the game that maybe many of you have seen with the dreidel. It's a little handheld spinning top. That game was actually created centuries ago in Palestine and Jerusalem, and they banned religious studies.
Right.
And they use that as a way to actually study and teach the kids things while they play the game, but it was innocuous. Nobody really knew what was going on. I've talked so much, I'm out of potatoes.
Oh, nice. I am almost there.
Yep, okay, so you'll see I'm not getting as much out of these.
I'm getting a little bit,
Okay.
but not as much, yeah. How long have you been a chef?
Well, I've been in the food service business for 47 years now.
Wow.
And a chef for most of that. So they're both together in the same bowl. Oh, and I do have to grate the onion still, but this I can grate right into the bowl. No squeezing necessary, and you're gonna cry some crocodile tears. But it's real important we grate the onion and we don't chop it because we want the onion juice, which permeates and gives us more flavor than if I just took a knife and diced the onion.
All right, awesome. Let's get this onion grated.
I'm gonna separate a couple of eggs. So I got 2 egg whites. They're gonna go into my bowl. You're using flaxseed, right?
I sure am, yes.
You're making because you're doing a vegan version, which is great. We've got a lot of vegan students, so if they don't know, you can use flaxseed, which you can buy in the store, and you grind it. And what is it, a tablespoon of flaxseed and a couple ounces of water?
1 tablespoon of flax and 3 tablespoons of water.
3 tablespoons of water, okay, perfect. All right, so I've mixed this up, I got everything together. Since I didn't use any egg yolks, I'm gonna put a little bit of vegetable oil in mine, just a little bit of fat. Okay, so we've done that. I'm gonna season with salt and pepper, pretty much to taste. Now potatoes typically take a good amount of salt, so I'm gonna use a couple of good sized chef pinches there. I'm gonna do 1 of those for my pepper. So we just need a little sprinkling of flour. So I've got regular all-purpose flour. This is a 1/2 cup. I'm probably gonna use a couple of tablespoons. I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top, like snow, a snow-capped mountain here. With a little bit of flour, and blend that in, and that'll absorb that little bit of moisture that's laying around in the bowl. You need to turn on your pan, by the way. Medium flame. I don't know if you're electric or gas. Let that preheat for a minute before you add the oil. All right, so my pan is getting pretty hot, so I'm gonna put the oil in. I wanna cover the whole pan. We're gonna start making our potato pancakes now. We're gonna cook them. So you take a kitchen spoon. If it's still really wet, you can give it a little squeeze, and then just gently away from yourself, drop it into the fat, and press it out a little bit with the spoon so they're not too thick. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna make several here. So these are gonna fry. They're gonna take about 3 minutes each, 3 to 4 minutes. We wanna watch the edges, and as they start to get nice and brown and crispy around the edge, like the very first one I put in, we will flip it. Okay, I think my first one is ready. Yep. Beautiful. It's held together. Nice looking pancake. So we don't want these to look like breakfast pancakes. We don't want them to be all doughy and fluffy. This should be more like a hash brown. Okay, is what we're looking for as an end result, a nice crispy hash brown. But ours would be a hash brown zucchini potato. All right, I'm gonna put them on the plate. So to go with this, I have a dish of applesauce, some sour cream or yogurt, and some cinnamon sugar. Now I gotta taste it. Can you hear the crunch? Yeah, they're crispy deliciousness.
Chef Rob, these latkes were amazing. I think I have some cookies to go make, but thank you again for your help today.
Always my pleasure, Chris, to be here and do anything we can for the UCS students. Looking forward to the next one.
Awesome. Go Knights!
Charge on.
Yeah. Awesome. Take care.